Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I know a lot of you, especially the ones who do follow my channel pretty closely, are probably wondering, you're like, Kat, you're in the same outfit as the last video, with the same hair and the same makeup in the same spot. And to that, I have to say, you bet your sweet ass I am. Okay, but seriously, this is not a video I intended to make, not one bit. But I got a DM yesterday from one of you guys and it really rubbed me the wrong way. And I don't want to say like rubbed me the wrong way as in like I was offended, because that's not it. It rubbed me in the wrong way because I felt so incredibly bad and I felt so sorry, and like I've been there, okay? I've been right there, and so the empathy was so high for this person. Now obviously I'm not going to disclose who sent me what for respect and privacy reasons, but I will go ahead and share the message that I got. So it read, "Hi there, in need of some advice if possible. My online assessment for cabin crew for our regional airlines didn't go so well, and I don't think I'll make it. I'm literally crying my eyes. I didn't realize each section was timed in addition to the time for the entire exam. So by the time I got to answer my first question, that section had timed out. So I wasn't able to complete it. I just have a bad feeling. I literally was crying and typing, so whoever was monitoring is gonna see everything. It was an aptitude test, but was wondering if there was still hope for me." So obviously when I get messages like this, it's like a punch in the gut all over again, because I've been right there. I have completely been rejected, not once, not twice, but multiple times, okay? I have been definitely rejected, and it hurts. It hurts so bad, especially if you're a Leo like me. We do not like to be rejected. We do not like to be misunderstood. We just want to be well liked and received by everybody. So when somebody out there tells you we don't want you or we don't like you, it hurts so bad, okay? So I totally get where you're coming from. Like when I read messages like that, it just sucks. It sucks. But I've been there. And like the reason that I feel like I've been rejected more than most is because of my tattoos. Like definitely now airlines are starting to become more lenient on that kind of stuff. But when I was applying, there was no leniency. Many airlines did not want people with tattoos, and it just is what it is. So obviously if you're new to my channel, you can't see it, but I do have a half sleeve that will eventually be a full sleeve. I have multiple other tattoos. So that was a big, huge hurdle for me. And it would seem like every time I put an application in, especially to smaller airlines are even more strict than mainline airlines, which is crazy but true. So it seemed like every time I put an application in, even though my background in customer service was so huge and I have a college degree at a major university, I would still get immediately rejected. And as soon as I clicked, yes, I have tattoos, that is when the rejection letter came swinging through in my email box, which sucks, okay? But please don't get it confused. I have been rejected from another airline that had nothing to do with tattoos. I just messed the face-to-face up. I bombed it incredibly. Now, do I think they busted me for tattoos? 100%. But do I think even if they hadn't, would I have gotten hired? 100% no. I don't think I was ever going to master that interview. It just wasn't the timing for me. But I think some things that you have to really realize, and I'm sorry this is so informal, but it's going to just really be me putting it out there, is the first is there are so many airlines. There are so many airlines flying so many routes who want so many different things. Each airline I feel like has a box. And in the box, they have their ideal candidate with a list of things that they are specifically looking for. And that also has to deal from airline to airline, because some airlines are known for being, I guess hotty-toddy came to mind, but that's really not the thing. Kind of being like a pretentious, a really, gosh, these all sound terrible. But some airlines are known for being the best of the best. They want the best looking, they want the best service, they want to be that airline that's seen kind of with their nose held high, which is kind of snotty sounding, but it's true. There are airlines like that. That's their reputation and that's how they want to be seen. Whereas there's other airlines where they just want to be seen as a family airline. So they're going to care more about your experience with families and dealing with that. Where there's other airlines where they might be a budget airlines. They want you just to be able to deal with people. There's other airlines that want to be seen as a funny airline. So they want you to have the best sense of humor, the best personality out there. It really just depends depends on what the airline is looking for, okay? And you are not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I am not going to be everybody's cup of tea. No matter how well liked and how well received I would like to be, not everybody is going to like me. And guess what? I don't care, okay? I don't care. I care, but I don't care. I just know that's how it is, and I'm not going to stress myself out because not everybody wants to be my friend or not everybody wants to hire me. And I know that sounds incredibly harsh, but it's true. Not everybody is going to want me and not everybody is going to want you. But here's the thing. Sometimes they didn't see you for you, okay? So sometimes you didn't give them your best self, and then that's why they rejected you. Whereas other times you just didn't fit the mold they were looking for, okay? So there's two different things here. And that's why when you do apply and you do get rejected, you need to take your rejection in and really evaluate yourself and say, did I bring my best self to the table? Did I mess up here? Or did I mess up here? Or did I look like a flight attendant? Or things like that. You have to really evaluate, like, how did you actually do in the interview? And be honest. Because you're not gonna learn anything if you don't be honest with yourself. You have to be honest and say, were my answers too rehearsed? Was I not dressed appropriately? Did I not seem very charismatic? Did I not seem very happy? Did I not always have a smile on my face? See, like, things like this you actually have to address, because if you didn't give them your best self, then their rejection to you isn't really to you, it's to whatever you presented them. Because most of the time these interviews are only like a couple hours and that's it. So you have a couple hours to really shine bright like a diamond, you know what I mean? So if you didn't give them your best self, then a lot of times it's because you bombed the interview and you need to reapply specifically to that airline to prove it that you can do it. But also don't cut yourself short. You need to apply to multiple airlines. You need to see what multiple airlines are looking for. And as much as they are interviewing you, you need to be interviewing them. You need to see, is this an airline I actually want to work for? Is this a company I would actually like to work for? Things like that. So don't go into an interview thinking that it's just you on the spot and they get to just pick at you, because no, you should be able to pick at them as well. They need to see that they like you and you need to see that you like them. But the next thing, you cannot let rejection eat you up. You can't. This is my thing. And this is exactly what I told her. You get 24 hours to be sad. You get 24 hours to chug wine, 24 hours to cry your eyes out, 24 hours just to have a pity party. And then it's a woe is me and we all need it. We've all been there. You get a 24-hour period and then you need to remember who the you are, okay? You need to remember who you are, what you bring to the table, what you have, and at the end of the day, know that that's you. Say it was an ex and an ex rejected me. Great, I'm sad, I'm torn up. And then I remember who the I am, and I'm no longer torn up about it anymore. You know what I mean? You have to remember what you bring to the table. You have to be confident in yourself and know that every single one of you watching this has something to be confident about. Every single one of you rock, and you are so awesome in your own right, in your own individuality, in your own way, and you need to stand behind that. Every single one of you, okay? So after you get rejected, it sucks, it hurts. You give yourself 24 hours just to be sad, and then you're done being sad. Then you're going to move forward, you're going to move on, you're going to keep applying to other airlines. You're gonna keep it moving, keep it pushing. Because like, this is the best stuff. It's like, you now have a head start against everybody else, okay? You now know something that they don't know. You've been where a lot of them have not been. So if you know, like, I did great on this and I didn't do so well on that, then you know for your next interview that you need to work on this, but you've got this in the bag. You see what I'm saying? So if you've been through it, you have a head start to all of them, and you need to look at it like that. You have an advantage to everybody else. So you're gonna keep applying, you're gonna keep practicing. And honestly, if you have like one airline in mind that you're like, this is my airline, great, stick with that, that's fine. Say that they have bases wherever they want. They have the salary that you wanna be paid. That is fantastic, that's great, that's your airline. But you should still be applying to other airlines, if nothing else, but for the practice of applying to other airlines. So if nothing else, then for the practice of doing interviews, for the practice of answering questions, for the practice of all of this stuff, so you can learn and you can do a great kick butt job on your next interview. You really have to just know who you are, know what value you bring, and know that there is an airline out there for you. There is an airline out there for every single one of you who want this bad enough. Now, if you quit and you stop applying, I will not feel sorry that you got rejected, because you quit. Nobody who has ever won has ever quit. You get what I'm saying? You don't quit, you keep going. Okay, there's only so many times that you're gonna be rejected before somebody's like, this is it. And every single time that you go in there and you get rejected, you just learned something you didn't learn before, okay? You just got experience you didn't have. Every single rejection is a stepping stone for something better in your life. And that's not just with applying to be a flight attendant, that's with everything, okay? So really evaluate yourself, really evaluate what you're doing, be honest with yourself, and just know what is out there for you is waiting. You just have to go grab it. Timing is everything. One rejection at one airline that I really wanted, and then I got rejected, and then I went and accepted an offer that wasn't necessarily at the airline I really wanted, actually led to me meeting my husband, okay? So everything happens for a reason, and timing is everything. So keep that in mind. And if you are just now applying and you've never worked for an airline before, get your foot in the door, gain some experience, gain some knowledge of the field. Understand if this is something that you even want to do, okay? Get your foot in the door, and then if you want to keep moving up, move up. But definitely keep trying and do not give up. Understand, I am rooting for you. If nobody else is rooting for you, I'm 100% rooting for you. I am in your corner, okay? So I love you all. I wish you all the best. Please do not cry more than 24 hours over a rejection. I really, really want you all to be in the air who want to be there. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to fly with you guys. So thank you for joining me. I hope that this is uplifting to some of you. I hope this helps. Please give us a thumbs up if it did. If it didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. It's fine. You can reject this video. It's fine. Okay, so thank you for joining me and have a good one, y'all. Bye.